Wow, what a huge building and territory. We need to find a way to get inside.
Guess I didn't actually become an alien, but what was with the eyes in the previous game? They became all black, and so I thought that I also became an alien, and maybe that's why I can now travel to this another world. But seems I'm still a human. The game looks a lot different compared to the first one, and the second one actually too. I think it's much better now in terms of graphics, but there are some things that don't really make sense to me. The neighbor looks pretty much the same, that's alright, but our character, the boy we play as, looks a lot different kinda, and also has glasses and some other stuff. I'm not sure if the gloves were always there or not. Also the items are all different, it seems like, and the story also seems to be going in another direction. The game also functions kinda differently with the coins and some other stuff that I'm collecting, which I'm not sure what they are. Also, it's kinda confusing to me since in the second game we went to the world of the neighbor, but here we are also in another world, so I'm not really exactly sure what was the point of the second game, or was that just a distraction or something. I don't really know, because it doesn't really make sense, I think, for there to be two worlds, two planets, and also where are all the characters. Like Mary is gone, that girl with blonde hair is gone, Peter is gone, Brancy is gone, Agatha is gone, the policeman is gone, even though I'm not sure if he was also an alien. There seems to be other characters here. It seems like the bunny here.
Where are we now? What kind of city is this?
Whoa, I didn't expect anyone to show up here. Get me out of here, and then I'll tell you everything you want to know. I can finally walk. Oh, I can feel him. He'll find us soon. Take everything I have. I won't be able to move my fingers for a while. We need to get to the...
It feels as if the story abandoned a lot of things from the previous story and changed a lot of things as well. Also, I assume the voices aren't actual real people talking, since they kinda sound weird, maybe robotic kinda, and also like the bunny is talking normally, then it starts whispering. Okay, I guess it was whispering for the neighbor to not hear us, but I don't know, it just sounded kinda weird. I wonder what could be the reason that they decided to change like the game as whole, not just the story but also the graphics. I think maybe other people worked on this game instead of the previous ones. But what about the story? I don't think other people worked on the story, since that kinda seems weird to me. But yeah, I don't really know.
Here's my lair. All that you see in here, I have been collecting all my life.
Tell me, how did you manage to get so much stuff, and how you built the laboratory this big?
Look! There's an old laboratory and a labyrinth around here I managed to escape a long time ago. This is the first thing in my collection I brought from there. And I found the laboratory in the first few days, when I was wandering around the city and looking for a place to live. Oh, I forgot. I want to gift you something. It's my last invention that will give you a hand fighting enemies.
Wow, thank you so much. What is this?
This is a recipe for a trap that temporarily locks hoppers in a cage. Use the workbench nearby to craft it. After that, I'll have a task for you.
I apologize for skipping a few times during the dialogue. I didn't realize they were finished talking, so I clicked next thinking I will go to the next line, but I actually skipped it, so again I'm sorry about that. New mechanics, new enemies. I wonder what's really the point of changing this many things in the story. Maybe as I keep playing I'll find out, but it does seem weird to me. Also, not just the changes in the story, but how the story is presented. It's kind of weird. I feel like the bunny before Howard, I'm not sure how it was called, telling me I will find out everything I need to know, but that kind of seemed weird. Now yes, we are investigating the neighbor, so technically I guess we do want to know everything that the bunny has to tell us, but it just kind of seemed weird to me, I guess. I'm not really sure how to...
Great. Now use the trap on the dummy
I'm not
in
sure
the
how to
laboratory
express it,
to see how it
but
works.
yeah.
While I was being held captive, our enemies kidnapped a very important person named Piper. She could be useful to fight against the neighbor and his minions. Listen, buddy. You saw those little creatures just like me, right? Only they are aggressive. Their consciousness has been changed. Something has gotten inside their brains.
I recall the lab you escaped. Who's capable of something this cruel?
Gloria is the one who performs these cruel actions. We need to stop her once and for all. A long time ago, Piper worked along with Gloria, but once she found the shady background behind all the experiments, she destroyed all the materials and ran away. However, they went after her.
Where did they keep her? How can I help?
My assumption is that she was taken to the mental hospital. To get reliable information, you need to go back to the neighbor's house, find the server room, and extract all the necessary information.
Let's not waste time.
As I said, the voices do seem weird. I'm not sure what this house is under attack thing is supposed to mean. I guess what I was trying to say with the rabbit sounding kind of weird about telling us all the information we need, I guess maybe it kind of makes it seem like an info dump. That's when a lot of information is given just for the sake of giving information. I guess technically it does make sense here because we need information, but when you are like a watcher of the story, viewer, reader, it does kind of make it seem not as good to read. Because yes, if a character doesn't know something, it does make sense another character to explain it, but still to the viewers, readers, people who engage with the story, it does kind of seem as if like I just don't really know how to express myself. And even though it makes sense to tell all that information, it's not really engaging, I guess. I'm not sure, maybe I'm just overthinking this, but that's how I feel about this. The trap doesn't really seem to do much. I'm not sure. I thought that it will destroy the bunny, but it seems it just captures it. So I guess it's kinda a disappointment. More things that I don't really know what they are, but I keep collecting them, a lot of them, and still don't really know if they are just materials for more traps or something. Not fully sure exactly what is it with the health bar in the left corner. Thankfully it doesn't really seem as if the progress resets when I lose all the hearts, but if the progress doesn't reset, then I'm not sure what's the point of having that mechanic when it could have been just the same as the previous two games where you don't have hearts, you just get caught and that's it. But for some reason here they decided to put hearts. Maybe it is a waste of time to be trying to destroy all the bunnies. Plus, I mean, aren't they just corrupted? Can't we just reverse the process? Is Howard really gonna let me kill all his buddies or something like that. Now there are also 2 more characters that are siblings of the neighbor. How much I read, the neighbor is called Riddle Wood, if I remember, the sister Gloria Wood, and the brother was called... Honestly, I absolutely don't remember. I tried to look it up, but I just get that the sister was called Gloria and just the brother instead of his name. Somewhere later in the video I will probably see like a tip on the screen that will say the names of the siblings. I thought maybe the siblings lived in these other houses, but there doesn't really seem to be much in this one. Maybe all the houses are this way, or maybe just some of them are, and maybe some will actually have stuff later, just like in the previous games, where you have new stuff appear after you've reached a certain point in the game. But if it's like that again, that's kind of, I think, stupid. And if there is actually nothing in the houses, then again, why did they really model inside the houses if they don't put anything in there? Not really sure if in the second game we actually got glimpses of the siblings of the neighbor. I think we saw the brother in like the hologram meeting, I think, but I don't really think we saw the sister. Also, it's kind of confusing to me, since aren't the neighbor actually some kind of crabs or something, and they are actually controlling like a robot or mecha, or I'm not sure how it's called. So are the crabs the actual siblings, or maybe they have changed it in this story, in this game, and actually made the neighbor an actual like alien and not a robot, and so maybe the siblings are actual siblings and not the crab controlling inside of them. Also, there was cloning, I think, in the previous games, not sure which one, but I think there were like multiple neighbors, or maybe not actually. I feel like I saw something about the neighbor being cloned, but maybe I don't remember correctly. So if that's true, then what's up with that exactly? Because I don't really think that this game will focus on the neighbor having multiple robots of himself, clones, however they will be called. Seems like in this game there is fall damage, unlike the previous games where there wasn't fall damage. I think it's kinda annoying. And I'm on one heart, and around the screen it seems to be glowing red, so I guess maybe it's just an annoyance. I will check this door and play all the dungeons, since I'm kinda overwhelmed with how much there is to explore.
Always go forward. There are different ways you can complete the area.
Unsure what is with the game telling me it's crashed when it seems to work fine. Also, during the dungeons I won't talk that much, because it doesn't really seem like there is something to talk about. I already said what I thought of the game at the beginning. I will comment here and there during the dungeons, but mostly I will be quiet. Here I got stuck. Crouching, jumping, nothing really seems to work. Even punching. I fixed it by going to the main menu and continuing to play. I got a notice again that the game has crashed. Now and also earlier the game works normally, so not sure exactly what it means that the game has crashed.
Be careful with these hoppers. I have no control over them.
The game over screen is pretty quick, which I like, unlike the previous games where you need to wait several seconds for the screen to fade out and then the game will need to reload for some reason, which will take some time, so around 10-15 seconds later until you restart.
Keep it up. You are almost there. It's me. You need to find the right door to get you out of here. If it's not the right one, you'll understand.
As I mentioned earlier, the voices sound weird and I'm not sure why the rabbit is first whispering, as if it needs to be quiet, but then just talks in normal voice. That's also weird, so not sure really what's up with that. Most of the time the correct door is the last door that I choose, so I'll cut the parts out where I choose the wrong doors.
Hey, all the rules are the same as in the past, only here are a little more enemies and doors. Well, listen to me. Although the name suggests that this is a training camp, yet it is very difficult here. You hear me, very difficult.
I noticed the word easy written in quotes. Thanks for the warning.
Use the jump platforms by activating it and jumping on it. Good luck. We have to open the door somehow. Let's go see how to do it.
After falling, the game would return me to these spinning platforms instead of the ones that move upward. Confused on where to go.
It looks like the yellow targets, and the lever will open the way for us to move on.